Welcome to challenge number 5. I hope you're enjoying the campaign so far. This week we're focusing on reporting and learning. I'm going to hand you over to Josie Moss and Steve Williams, who are going to talk to you about the importance of reporting and how to learn from it.
Hello, my name is Josie Moss. I am the Deputy Superintendent Pharmacist at Boots UK and a member of the Community Pharmacy Patient Safety Group. This is a self-funded, self-created group of community pharmacy organisations, unique in the sense that we are commercial competitors, but we work together in the context of patient safety to openly share and learn from each other when things go wrong, as well as from other sectors and industries. We focus on how the learnings from community pharmacy incidents can be applied across the pharmacy network and the wider NHS, and then create the opportunities and resources to achieve this. One of our most important objectives is to encourage increased reporting of patient safety incidents and near misses, so that we can investigate issues which impact upon patient safety, develop recommendations, and share best practice. Another key area of focus is to understand the culture that underpins safe practice in community pharmacies, in particular the human factors impacting upon the dispensing process. In this regard, we're open to learning from other parts of the healthcare system, as well as other industries with expertise in managing safety and risk. Patient safety incident reporting relies upon a culture of openness and honesty, which are key elements at all 5 stages of the reporting cycle, namely report, learn, share, act, review. We require our teams to report all errors and record all near misses involving the whole team in the process. We use our incident reports to identify and investigate the causes of errors and contributing factors, using these as opportunities to learn. We share our insights with others to promote learning at local pharmacy level and nationally where appropriate. This enables us to act and make changes to our practice. Finally, we review the impact of these changes and assess their effectiveness. One of the most powerful outcomes from our collaborative working is the acknowledgement that any pharmacy professional colleague can be involved in an error. If a serious incident occurs, this group provides a unique opportunity to share insights and experiences across the whole community pharmacy sector, raising awareness with all pharmacy colleagues to help reduce the risk of repetition.
Hi, my name's Steve Williams, currently Senior Clinical Pharmacist in General Practice. Previously worked for more than 10 years as a medication safety pharmacist in hospitals. So, you'd have reported that incident with Bavisha, would you though? Really? When was the last time you made an incident report? Was it last week? Was it last month? Was it 3 months ago? So, why don't you report? I know, you're going to tell me you're too busy, right? But the point is that reporting incidents to do with medication safety does save lives. I spent many years working with reports, learning, investigating and making system changes so that we're not only protecting patients but protecting the health professionals, people like you, from making those errors. So let's have a look at what the literature says about why hospital pharmacists don't report errors. Well, the first is about knowledge and the thinking that people are not sure what to report. And what I would say to you is think of it like yellow card reporting. So report all things that cause serious harm, okay? Like a black triangle drug. Secondly, report all incidents and near misses for all high risk medicines, opiates, insulins, anticoagulants, injectables, all the stuff that when we get it wrong, people die. Then think about when you constantly see the same thing happening. In other words, there's a repetitive system error. Get those reported, get somebody to investigate them and find out how we can change the system. And lastly, of course, if somebody's doing something reckless or malicious, then of course you should report those too. So that's knowledge. The second one is about effort. In other words, I haven't got enough time. It'd take me too long to report. But the bottom line is that it's not your job to do the investigation. You just have to report the fact that the incident occurred. So be less pharmacist-like. Get it reported, let someone else deal with it, okay? So that's effort. The third thing is around fear, as in fear that you might upset somebody or interfere with professional working relationships. And I would say that in the current NHS climate, teams require people to speak up more than ever because everybody's working so hard and the risk of things going wrong is definitely increased. And so the reality is that people are quite comfortable with people speaking up because it's not about who, it's about why. So we've got knowledge, effort, fear. The next one is about outcome, and this is really important. If people don't see the positive outcome of reporting, in other words, somebody doing the investigation, learning and changing the system, then people can't be bothered to report again because they think, well, nobody pays any attention. So it's really important that your organisation is learning from the incidents and giving you feedback. Then the last thing, particularly a problem for pharmacists, is the size of the problem, which is why I'm suggesting there's certain types of incidents that you definitely should. Because you know as well as I do, you could report 10 incidents every day. Okay? So reporting saves lives. Of that there is no doubt if done properly. But we have to remember that actually voluntary incident reporting is just one part of the picture of medication safety. It doesn't help us with the prevalence of things, and it doesn't help us to see whether or not we can therefore reduce the risk to patients if we make a change. And that's why, if you have a look at some of the resources available through this package, you'll see about prevalence audits, things like the medication safety thermometer and its importance in practice, and maybe things like reviews of deaths, which people don't like to talk about, but actually is really very much in the NHS agenda and is going to be done more and more. So we're going to find things out, but that's too late. If somebody's died, then it's all too late, really. So, in conclusion, reporting medication safety incidents saves lives. The NHS is busier and more risky than it's ever been for all the health professionals that work in it, let alone the patients. So we have to work together, we have to report, we have to learn so that the system can be changed so we can protect patients from repetitive harm. So, no more excuses, get reporting, make it safer for patients.
It's great to hear from Josie and Stephen about the importance of reporting and learning from patient safety incidents. For this week's challenge, we'd like you to look into how your organisation reports patient safety incidents and how it learns from them. We'd then like you to consider how you learn from patient safety incident data and how this influences your practice. When you've completed this task, you can record it on the CPPE campaign page of our website.